detention centers. Apparently, the coronavirus cases in Michigan's prisons doubled over the weekend. The other lessens restrictions for healthcare workers allowing qualified physician assistants and nurses to help treat patients with COVID-19. Also, we learned late last night that Michigan Representative Isaac Robinson has passed away. We'll be in touch throughout the day. That's it, right? So every day you just get the little update. After they release the numbers, the state has released its official totals for the day. Like, that's all I really need to know. What is the governor doing to help us? What is the president doing to help us? And what are the facts, right? Like, I don't need to know your opinion on when the peak is going to happen. I don't need to know your opinion about anything. I don't need to know your opinion, period.
Right.
I just need to know the facts to get me through this.
That is
Didn't the governor have an address at 10:15 this morning or something she was supposed to go on?
Does anybody else find her incredibly hot? Can we just talk about that for a minute? Because
I kind of do.
Yeah,
I might have thought about it.
I watched one of the news conference, and actually, she has a maternal feel when she's giving her talks and when she's addressing her news press conferences. Yeah, I think that it's we scored on that.
Yeah, she could tell me to stay home anytime. She gets my motor. Yeah. If her and Rachel Ray were together, if her and Rachel Ray were in the same room together, I'd have a hard time deciding who was going to get rolled around in extra virgin olive oil, if you know what I mean. Rachel Ray.
Oh, man.
She gets my motor running, too. Anyways, that seems like a good opportunity to stop this, doesn't it? So we'll be back tomorrow morning for the non-essential podcast with the rabbit holers or whatever we decided to call it. And if you listened over the last 61 minutes, you'll know why we call it the Rabbit Hole Show, because we went off on several different tangents. But, the other thing that I was thinking about this morning is a good opportunity for the people who are listening to know just a little bit as we end here about what we do and how, we're all affected by this, right? That's why we call ourselves the non-essentials, because we're all home and non-essential. So just a quick opportunity to tell people who you are, what you do, and how they can help you after this is over. So we'll start with John.
Well,
tell them what you do.
Why do we start with me?
Well, okay, we can start with me then. I'll tell you. So I have a City Grind coffee shop inside City Market in downtown Bay City. I also operate Modern Craft Wine, with a small tasting room inside the City Market as well. And then the Sunrise Pedal Trolley. I've been the general manager for the Sunrise Pedal Trolley for a few years now. And all of those businesses are being affected by that. So after we get done, we'll have the coffee shop back open and the wine tasting room and all that good stuff. So hopefully we can get back to some sort of normalcy with business-wise. So Sean, what will you do after this is over?
After this is over, hopefully I'll go back to work at McDonald Kia in Saginaw, and hopefully be able to DJ the wedding that I have booked April 4th, which I don't think is going to happen now.
I don't think so, no.
I don't think so. I called Steve, and he hasn't called me back, that's it. I'm just going to stay positive try and just stay positive through this whole thing. Be nice to one another. That's another thing. Be nice to people.
If people need a used vehicle, then they can see you at McDonald Kia and Steve.
Yeah, they can go on obviously there's nobody there. You can go on the website. I'm kind of the one man, the man in charge over there. It's kind of like my little
You're like the head honcho?
Yeah, I'm like the head honcho. So yeah, you can go shop on the website. Of course, I can't really do anything right now, but you can at least still go shop on the website. So that's helpful.
And John?
So I have Hairball Creations. I host the Hairball John and Friends radio show, which is on a couple of FM stations. Have Hairball John Radio, which it's all 80s hair metal and classic metal. That is an app that you can download. Trying to figure out what I do that's income-based that I can tell you about. I've got... you can hit hairballcreations.com. I just put together at the end of last year a youth activity book that's got coloring pages and word search, and it's all based around 80s metal, because I know there's a lot of people out there that like to try and get their grandkids and their kids to know more about it. And then I've got an Etsy store that I'm starting to put up word searches, something I'm doing based around 80s, looking for a niche.
Sure.
But follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. It is, if you like 80s metal, it is it's the main thing that I know, and it's my it's kind of like my savior, to be honest with you, the music.
And then you've also got some different trivia shows and that kind of stuff as we get back rolling here. Where can people just at least like your page so that they know what things are happening?
Just Hairball John Facebook page.
All right, so that's
and
good.
You can follow all of me. Yeah.
So lots of different things in ways that you can help out the non-essentials here after we get back up and running. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the Non-Essential Rabbit Hole podcast. My name is Josh Arrow, John Bellsmith, Hairball John there as well, and Sean Doyle. Thank you for... if you hung out this far, then you're kind of in for a fun time.
My morning is better because of this. Thanks, guys.